Hey LEGO fans, welcome back to the channel, and Happy New Year! Now personally, I don't do New Year's resolutions. I kind of find them unsustainable for most people. In fact, I often suggest people that are gym rats to skip the next 2 weeks, because all the people that made it a New Year's resolution to start going to the gym are going to be there for the next 2 weeks, and then they'll stop going after January 19th. But in the studio, we do have goals, I should say, for the new year, and I wouldn't say technically the resolutions. I don't know how you define a resolution, but we have goals, and like I mentioned in the last video, if you didn't catch it, we are no longer filming on the Google Pixel 7. In fact, it's right here, and we'll use this for doing like other shots and such like that. I did get a new camera. Unfortunately, that is not what you're watching this on. This is being filmed on my Pixel 10, but I wanted to get a New Year's video out because I said I would probably do a New Year's video, not to cover resolutions or anything specifically, but I just didn't wish you guys all a happy New Year. All right, as you can see behind me, some of our Black Friday, Christmas haul, and then random sets that have accumulated over the last 12 months have shown up on the workbench, and we haven't put that away yet. So we are going to do a walkthrough of the studio. It was suggested by one of my top fans, and we've been pretty busy in the studio. I just done a lot of like what I would call like preferred content. All right, so one of the first things for the new year that we had to accomplish was, of course, we locked ourselves out. If you follow us on Facebook, you already know this, that New Year's Eve we got locked out of the studio, and of course we had to call a locksmith out to get us unlocked. Now, reason why we got locked out wasn't because of we lost the key or anything, right? Oh yeah, we lost the key. So we lost the keys to this container a long time ago. We've been relying on the electronic lock, and that failed because it ran out of batteries. Now, it's original batteries from when we built this thing, so they're like 4 years old, double A's, and they don't last forever. The downside is that once an electronic lock doesn't have enough energy to lock or unlock, it doesn't do anything. And the only way to unlock it is the key that we don't have. So we will have to get this cylindered and keyed at some point, or overall replaced. I may decide to go against the electronic lock and go to a mechanical lock. They are a lot more expensive. We have been going through the collection and getting it all added to the Vidmar. Now, if you had watched the sorting video from, what was 2 years ago now, we use a cataloging system and the Vidmars and Acromills storage containers and associated Sterilite containers, and we even use some Tupperware Rubbermaid totes for storage, and that works pretty well. However, if you don't have it in the database, it's really hard to find something because you have no idea where it is. So that's what we've been updating. We've been getting stuff actually loaded into the Vidmar, upload onto the Excel product that we have created, and yeah, we're just plugging it away. All right, so this is the Excel product that I have created. It's just a sheet, and you can sort it. Right now I have it sorted by sort of A to Z. And then as you can see across the top, I have the various headers. And basically I have a storage matrix that we talked about before. We have the Vidmars, we have the Acromills, and we have the Sterilite. And that would be into the storage matrix. It just kind of gives me an idea of where I'm going. And then we have the address of the particular bin itself. And like I said before, it's a catalog system or a coordinate system. So we have the first letter is alpha is alphabetic, and that gives me the cabinet itself. So in this case, for this particular part, is cabinet D. Then the next one is the drawer, and they're numbered from the top to the bottom. So drawer 1. In this case, this cabinet has more than 10 drawers, so it's a 2-digit secondary address. And then the next number is the column from left to right as we read. So that'd be column 5, and then row is the last one. So in this nomenclature is specifically out of the Bricklink catalog. So however it's titled or nomenclature in the catalog, that's how I have it titled here. The color is also out of Bricklink. It can be confusing because color between Bricklink and Lego, even though they're the same company, are different. We have the quantity of the item, the weight, and then the bin weight. I use a male scale to weigh my parts. When you get up to the parts when they're beyond 100, it's not really feasible to count them for image. So let's pick an example, and then we'll sort it A to Z and give it some time. So we'll just pick this one right here. We'll go find that and we'll show it to you. So that's in a Vidmore. It's in, again, Delta cabinet, drawer 1, column 1, row 1, plate 1x6 in blue. There's 34 of them in there. All right, so I haven't labeled anything specifically. I just know that I work left to right. So that cabinet down there, that's cabinet Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. So we have Delta. And then, of course, this is drawer 1, 2, 3, and all the way down. So we have drawer 1, and then we have columns. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And then rows, right? And it's not specifically rows because some of the other bins, the product inside the bin may stretch a little bit, and with Vidmar you have 1-inch increments that you can change them out. So that part we're looking for is right here, and this is a 1x6 in blue, and supposedly there's 34 in there. But so that's how that whole system works. And this is basically the drawer, and we have most of them done now. The nice thing about having these drawers organized the way they are is there's no more plastic bags that get caught when I open and close. The plastic bags are nice because you can carry them back to the workbench, but this is really nice because you actually get more product in the bins themselves than you did with bags, and they're all over the place. I mean, they're not all over the place. And there's no rhyme or reason to how these are stored. I spent quite a bit of time trying to figure out what would be the best way, as far as like this cabinet's all plates, and see, we're not done yet. This cabinet is all bricks. These cabinet is all like random pieces, or, and then this is basically what we're gotten to. This is how it was, and we're working our way up essentially, or working our way down. Some of the other ones down here were already done, and these will get redone because this is a large waste of space. Because these are small parts, we can put them in a deeper drawer and get more storage out of them. So, and then like we are working this one our way up. So here we have, you know, larger quantities of parts in a deeper drawer, and then like stuff like this. And we're just kind of working on it. So we're on this drawer for this cabinet, and I'm kind of all over the place. I'm not working on one cabinet at a time. Like you can see that we've already gotten this cabinet. You know, this is a one of our deeper drawers here. Just put bigger pieces in there, a lot of old gray mountain pieces and stuff like that. And then here we're at this point on this cabinet as well. So it's coming along. It works pretty well, and hopefully we're done soon. All right, now if you watched the last video, you already know that we installed this a heater, and it works relatively well. Keeps it at a mild 55. Of course, today it's like negative something outside, and it was 52. But I also had it turned down because I was in here yesterday and it was a little warm. So we got that done, and I showed that video before. And let's move along. So yeah, that's what we've been working on in the studio the last couple days. We've had the week off basically to do whatever we wanted, so we've been spending a lot of time out in the studio trying to get stuff sorted. We have about 100,000 pieces put away. So just the stuff that's in the bins themselves loosely have been inventoried, weighed, and priced out, including the stuff in the Acro Mills bins that I did not show you, but we've seen that in the past. And this is not really talking about our storage. I just want to go over what we're doing and maybe expand on a little bit on our system. We'll probably make a new video in 2026 that goes more in depth into our inventory system, but for now, this is just kind of a catching up on what we've been doing. And then, yeah, so we have a lot more to go. Some of these totes of Rubbermaid totes that we have and have like 200 something different bags in them, which correlates out to a bin. So if a 14-gallon Rubbermaid tote has 200 bins worth of product in it, and each drawer in the Vidmar has a max of 32 bins, that works out to like all of the cabinet. So we have to kind of pick and choose how we do things. We can't really afford to buy another cabinet at this point in time, and we do have a lot of space left in the other cabinets still to go. It's just a lot of the littler parts need more Acro Mills style organization. And what we're going to end up doing is, because the Sterilite bins are so big, we'll end up putting quite a bit of the like items in there, and that'll just be inventoried as one location for a whole bunch of different stuff. And then we'll just use the bags as the storage for that. But in the meantime, that's kind of what we got going on. That's what we've been doing. But it would be remiss of myself to like not show video of our city as we have been sitting since what was in the video of the build. So let's show that real quick. All right, so this is the city, as I said, and nothing's really changed. We just kind of added stuff on here. Nothing has really changed. There's still stuff we want to get done, but there's just so much other stuff going on right now that we have not had a chance to work on it. We do have a backlog of sets that we wanted to add, and then of course there's just everything's a mess. So, and then some of the stuff we built over the last year, 2 years, you know, it's still on display, although it's buried because working on the vid more takes up space. And then we have lots of storage here, clean things, and then here's our desk of mess. Just stuff. And then, like I said before, we're going to add those acro mills that are right there dead center on the page, and we're going to add them to this wall too. I'll probably just set them over here because I don't really have space to work on making the mount for them, but they need to get done. All right, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for tuning in. If you stuck around to the end here, please scroll down, hit a like, subscribe to the channel, shoot me a comment. What's your Lego goal for the year? What are you planning to do in 2026? Is there a set coming out that you have to have? Or is there a project you're working on that you have to get finished or you want to get finished? I'd like to hear from you. And you're always free to welcome to join us on our social media page. We have Facebook linked down below. But as always, happy building. Take care, everyone, and have a happy new year.